variety in combos, making Dark Knight one of the tanks that suit advanced players who like to have more than just a few attack buttons for... What? What the fuck are they talking about? It's 1, 2, 3 blood spiller. Paladin excels in the... Oh. Ooh. Oh, man. Are we ready for this? 14 Endwalker's best tank revealed. All tanks rank from good to best. Tanks have always been one of the more rare battle jobs in Final Fantasy XIV, primarily because many players appear to be afraid of having to lead the party, taking aggro of the enemies and the boss, and ensuring that their party members are well protected from the enemy's auto attacks. Tanking, on the other hand, can be a lot of fun at 14 for a variety of reasons. One of which is that some of them are almost invulnerable, able to survive a variety of deadly attacks that other roles will not be able to survive. Tanks can even solo recent old content in Stormblood or Shadowbringers as a result of this. Tanks can also survive some dungeons on their own even if their healer is dead and no DPS can resurrect them. Many videos have been made showing how tanks can solo through many dungeon bosses due to their strong mitigations and even healing. Is this true? Tanks are more rare because of like tankxiety? I think it's real. Okay. 4, Dark Knight. I like this caption here. A Dark Knight preparing to unleash his dark side. This actually looks like the Unleash animation. Dark Knight is a tank that was introduced in the game's second major expansion, Heavensward, which is also included in the free trial. This means the free trial players will also have access to this cool and dark tank. Men, you don't need the blue pill if you do this once a day. Dude, what's the blue pill, man? Targeted ad? Is it the tank pill? Oh, it's the tank pill. All makes sense, dude. What Dark Knight excels in? Big damage. Dark Knight has a lot of skill attacks that can deal a lot of damage to the enemies. I mean, that's true. One example of their big damage can be seen in one of their newest skills, Shadowbringer, which is a 600 attack potency. Okay. They can help some of their teammates by negating the damage they might take, such as the Oblation skill, which can be used not only for themselves, but for a party member and reduce the damage taken by them by 10%. So they can use their MP to use several attack skills that can buff their damage even more, such as Flood of Darkness and Edge of Shadow, both skills which grant Dark Side, which will buff their damage by 10%. This is kind of redundant. So basically these first 4 points are exactly the same. Their MP can also be used to cast mitigation skill. Okay. Particularly the Blackest Night, which can be used on themselves or a party member and will absorb damage up to... Okay. One of the strongest tanks in terms of AoE attacks, since they have plenty of them, such as Flood of Shadow, Salted Darkness, Shadowbringer, Quietus, Stalwart Soul, and others, making them very effective in... Ooh. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Ooh. Has a variety in combo... What? A variety in combos, making Dark Knight one of the tanks that suit advanced players who like to have more than just a few attack buttons for... What? What the fuck are they talking about? It's 1, 2, 3 blood spiller. So basically this is just all filler shit. So you can cut this one out. You can cut this one out. You can cut this one out. So like the points are, there's this point. I agree with this. They have a lot of skills that can deal a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, okay. And then this one here, their MP can also be used as mitigation skills. So there's literally 2 points. This one is just flat out wrong, making them very effective in dungeon runs because dungeons are a completely different type of content. So no, you would never take a Dark Knight instead of a fucking warrior in a dungeon. Like, what the fuck? Has variety in combos. Okay, this is just wrong. So these 2 are just wrong. So they have 2 points. So I guess this one's a point too. But they could have like put this point with this one. So basically, they just should have combined these 2. They should have mentioned Oblation at the same time as TBN being used as a defensive. And this doesn't even say that TBN can like, you get a proc or anything. They left out information and they should have combined it with this one. So there's 2 points. Holy shit. Okay, tank usefulness score, an 85 out of 100. Okay, well, what are the categories for this? What's the scoring system? What's the ranking system? 85 out of 100? Like, this tells me nothing. Okay, Gunbreaker. The Gunbreaker, the hardest hitting tanks out there. Gunbreaker has been dubbed the red tank, with red representing the color of a DPS's badge in the party. This alone demonstrates that Gunbreaker can deal a significant amount of damage as a tank. I mean, okay, yeah. What Gunbreaker excels in? More variety in their attack combo, with a lot of weaves and variations that differ from one fight to another. No. I mean, that's a stretch. That's a huge stretch. I mean, I'll agree with this, right? More variety in their attack combo. You know, you have the ammo combo. You know, you have double down during burst. So it's a little bit more variety than a fucking Dark Knight. Okay, anyway, while this might become a negative point to some, it definitely is a plus for players who are looking into a tank with a combo beyond the usual 1, 2, 3. So they're aware. What? They are aware that a 1, 2, 3 attack skills. Well, then why the fuck do they say this has variety in combos? Gunbreaker is 1, 2, 3 a majority of the time anyway, because if you're not using a gnashing thing, you're doing a 1, 2, 3 and building up your fucking cartridges. You're spamming 1, 2, 3 to save for the minute and 2 minute windows. It's like barely not a fucking 1, 2, 3 tank. But anyway, they have very strong attack skills that can deal an insane amount of damage to the enemies. Because of this, Gunbreakers are able to contribute significantly to the DPS output of the party, which may help clear a fight faster and break through DPS checks. That's true, dude. That's true, dude. Oh, man, that's so true, dude. They saw the prog. Let me tell you about this bullet point right here, okay? This bullet point can be summed up in one word: gun mode. And gun mode is about freedom. It's about liberty, okay? It's about justice. It's about a bald eagle flying in front of the beautiful American flag. That's gun mode. How the fuck are you gonna have a bullet point and then the next bullet point is a follow-up to the previous bullet point? Like, shouldn't you just have this right here? So basically, this is just one bullet point. Some examples of this are double down, which has a whopping 1200 damage potency. Another skill that is very strong is a blasting zone, which has 700 damage potency. So here's the thing, like, as a new player, like, dude, I'm not gonna know what the fuck 1200 potency is, like, in relation to other moves. I feel like that they could have explained their point better. This numerical value here doesn't really mean anything to like a person just reading this that doesn't know any context, you know what I mean? A lot of mitigations, which cause Gunbreaker to be able to survive long in the battlefield. I mean, maybe. One of the examples of, dude, why are they doing? Okay. No. I feel like whoever wrote this for Gunbreaker is not the same person that wrote this for Dark Knight, because the person that wrote the Gunbreaker shit, they are writing differently than the person that wrote the Dark Knight shit. One of the examples of their mitigation skills is Nebula, which has the ability to reduce damage taken by 30%. Another can be seen in Camouflage, which increases parry rate, reduce damage. Like, dude, why don't you just make this all one fucking bullet point? Many skills that can also help their teammates and themselves through mitigating the damage taken by their teammates or giving a regen for their party member or themselves. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, this is good. Aurora is a skill that will give regen over time over a party member or the Gunbreaker themselves. That's, dude, okay. Whoever wrote this shit for Gunbreaker is not the same person that wrote it for Dark Knight, okay? What? They're talking about Heart of Stone and okay, Heart of Stone can be given to a party. Okay. Heart of Light can reduce magic. Okay. Heart of Corundum gives a mitigation up to 45%. What? I think that's just wrong, dude. No, that's going to be how they buff Gunbreaker next, because every patch they buff Gunbreaker. Remember when Dark Knight used to be the highest damage tank and then they kept buffing Gunbreaker? They were like, whoa, wait a minute. Gunbreaker's not good enough. We need to buff it. 88 out of 100. I wish they would have given some criteria. Paladin, the tank that swore to protect their allies with their shield. The Paladin is the party's powerful protector, and they managed to give their party members and themselves the ability to protect and heal their allies while also dealing damage to them. Whoa, wait a minute. That's just wrong. Heal their allies while also dealing damage to the enemies. Paladin excels in the the strongest invulnerability skill in the game. Did you write this? I know how you feel about Hallowed Ground. I talked to you about this at the Shadowbringers media tour. You said it was the strong. Did you write this? Do you write this? Oh no, dude. Since it is the only invulnerability skill that will not let their HP fall down at all, no matter how much damage they take. Jesus, do they love this ability? Hallowed Ground, their invulnerability skill will allow paladins to be impervious for dude, this is the same shit, allowing them to survive through many deadly. You can't have two bullet points be the same bullet point. You can't have two bullet points say the same thing. The strongest healing skill by a tank and can even compete with healers. Clemency, which only requires 1000 mana to use, is a whopping 1000 cure potency that can heal themselves or a party member. Okay, because of this, Clemency can let Paladin survive through a lot of dungeons solo, even when their healers are dead, and can even keep up some DPS party members alive with this skill. Dude, I can't wait to see what they talk about Warrior. Strong party mitigation that can help the party as a whole get less damage by a massive amount of numbers. Okay. Now, this point, I will agree to a certain extent. Strong party mid, you know, they have two. They have Veil and they have Wings. Wings is like super strong, you know. Veil's pretty good too. But I think this is just over dramatized by a little bit by massive amounts of numbers. Massive amounts of numbers. The first skill on the list of party mitigation is Passage of Arms, which lets a Paladin protect any party member hiding behind their summoned wings, increasing block rate to 100 and only suffering through... Dude, okay. Divine Veil can be triggered by a simple healing spell or a clemency and will let all party members prevent taking damage up to 10% of the Paladin's HP, meaning the stronger the Paladin is, the more protected the party will be. This is just taken from the tooltip, man. This is what I feel like they did. I feel like they just went, oh, what's this? Oh my God. Invuln? That's the best. That's the best. What's this do? Oh, a barrier. Okay. What's this do? Oh, okay. 15%. Excuse me, I mean 85%. They only suffer 85% because that's different than 15% mit. Okay, got it. Intervention allows a party member to be protected and mitigate 10% of the incoming damage. The damage reduction is further increased by 10% if the Paladin has either Sentinel or Rampart up. Okay. Additionally, Intervention will also grant Knight's Benediction at a high level, which will restore... Dude, I just... This is conflicting, man, because this is just reading tooltips. Strong AoE attacks, making them very useful in dungeons and mob attacks. Some examples of this are Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, and Blade of Valor, as well as Expation and Confiteor. Oh, a 90. Okay, a 90. So it's 2 higher than Gunbreaker, okay, and 5 higher than Dark Knight. Man, I want to write one of these articles. If people like this can write these articles, then I can definitely write one of these fucking articles. Okay, Warrior, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. This is man mode. Warrior 1, baby. Meaning that they're the first on the list to be buffed because they suck, because they're garbage, because they're horrible. Warrior, the mighty tank who wields a large axe into their battles. If the Gunbreaker has been dubbed the red tank, the Warrior has been dubbed the green tank, with the color green representing the job color role for healers. Okay, that's yeah. Warrior excels in strong regeneration, the main reason why they are called the green tank. They have insane healing and regeneration potency, allowing warriors to be able to fill their health pool to full in no time at all, even faster than a white mage can. Ooh, I mean, that's not wrong though. I know what they're saying. I know what they're trying to say. They just kind of worded it bad. But no, like obviously Benediction's going to be faster. When you go in there and do a chaotic cyclone with bloodwetting on, like it literally heals you for double your HP. You know what I mean? So it's just, so I get what they're trying to say. They just kind of worded it really bad. Yeah. Bloodwetting is their most powerful regeneration skill, which allows a warrior to reduce damage taken by 10%. Ooh, okay. That's wrong. Then restore HP with a cure potency of 400 with each weapon skill successfully delivered. Okay, well, this is just wrong. It should be 20, but you know, whatever. Equilibrium, which will heal the warrior with a whopping 1200 cure and will also grant region of 200 cure potency for 15 seconds. Meaning, what are these bullet points? You're starting a bullet point with meaning a warrior is able to regenerate themselves just through attacking the enemies constantly. Nascent Flash shares a cooldown with bloodwetting, but it doesn't matter much since their cooldown is very short, a mere 25 seconds. Nascent Flash can be granted on a party member, which will give them Nascent Glint, Stem of the Flow, and Stem of the Tide, which allows a warrior to grant their insane regeneration ability to a party member. Dude, holy fuck, how many bullet points are on Flash? Nascent Flash has the same ability as Bloodwetting has, which will restore a party member's HP with a cure. Dude, why can't you just sum it up when you're talking about Bloodwetting? You could say warrior can give this to a party member in the form of Nascent Flash, and it literally takes away 3 of these fucking points. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus Christ. 6 points on Nascent Flash. Nascent Glint, which is granted on a party member, which will restore their HP equaling 100% of that recovered by Flash, which will allow a warrior to heal a party member through an insane amount of numbers. Stem of the Flow and Stem of the Tide will also mitigate up to 10% damage, as well as nullifying that is equivalent to a heal of 400. One of the most ping friendly. Okay, wow. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. One of the most ping-friendly tanks and is very beginner-friendly, as their combo is simple and straightforward, which makes this tank ideal to be learned by beginners new to tanking. This is actually a good point. Holy shit. This right here, one of the most ping-friendly tanks. This right here is the most informative thing in this entire fucking article. With their simple combo and strong heals, a warrior will be able to survive through a lot of damage as well as dealing decent... Even the reviewer knows, dude. Decent. Oh my God, dude. When a fucking game journalist that has no idea about anything, when even they know that Warrior's damage is low, that's when you gotta make the change, man. That's when you gotta know. Warrior also has the invulnerability with the shortest cooldown compared to the other tanks. Holmgang, which only has 240-second cooldown. Okay, all right, here we go. This is another good point, except for in this fucking raid tier where Holmgang sucks ass, gargles balls. You know, it's awful. Fell Cleave and Primal Ren combo. Enough said. Dude, Primal Ren isn't even a combo. Do they mean like the combo of being able to both Fell Cleave and Primal Ren? Because that's not how I read it. I read it as Primal Ren has a combo. Like, you know, in 7.0, you're going to have Primal Ren, then Primal Slash, and then Primal Scream. And it's going to be, you know what I mean? Like, enough said. 92 out of 100. So the best is 92 out of 100. The top 3 tanks. I didn't know there was a lot of these. Holy fuck. Yeah, maybe we'll look at another one later.